case, I'm going to talk to you about this. This is a word, a hieroglyphic word. First and foremost, my name is Tutumra Nabu Sahu Keperu. Number one, I'm not a teacher of the metal netta at this point in my life. I'm a student of it. I don't have a very big vocabulary at this moment. I just recently, in the past few days, started to pick these flip cards up that I made earlier in the beginning of the year and go through them and, you know, making a commitment to learn them. But as I began to flip through some cards yesterday, I came across the word gardener. Gardener, like to garden, person that, you know, cultivates the land. And so what you might call this is alchemy of speaking. In alchemy, you turn lead to gold. You turn lead to gold. This is turning gold from what was said. You know, instead of lead to gold, you make gold from what's being said. Words, speaking. I know people are like, what are you talking about, right? Well, I want to talk about how they constructed words in ancient Kemet. See, for this to make great sense, you have to at least know the alphabet in ancient Kemet, or the general, you know, alphabet. There's so many glyphs, and I know very little at this time. I'm still learning. But this symbol right here on the top is a ka. It's two hands raised. The ka position. It means the dual nature. It means this. It's the spirit. It represents the spirit. And ultimately, the two hands raised represents the dual nature of our being. The physical and the spiritual nature. This would be two lips. It makes the sound r. So this is the ka sound. This is a r. This is a reed leaf. This is e. This is not being sounded out here, but what this is a grapevine. So they would call it a determinative. So this is Gardner. And it sounds like this, Kari. I got this. This is a flip card from Raketi Amen's book, Metadata book. So the word Kari, like Kyrie Irving, right? Kari. Kari is Gardner. Now, why am I talking about this? Because it's how they choose to spell the word. This is like I said, bringing gold from what's being read or what's being said. Alchemy, pulling gold from what's being read, is how they wrote it. You know what I mean? So that's two hands. So what does a gardener do? A gardener plants food and vegetation for you to eat. You know, Osiris, the Lord of Resurrection, he was found in the story because Osiris is called the one in the tree. The one in the tree. The acacia tree, to be exact. The one in the tree. In the story of Osiris, he's cut into 14 pieces, thrown into a box that on the Nile River that's found on the island of Byblos, enlarged in a swamp with an acacia tree growing around it. Osiris's wife, Isis, she locates it. Little children come to her and tell her where the body is. She finds it. And she mourns with her sister, Nebhet, just like the story of Jesus. Two women were mourning him. When Set, the brother that murdered Osiris, finds him, he cuts the body into 14 pieces, spreads it across the land. Isis finds all the pieces except for the phallus. She puts him back together, reconstructs his body, and is impregnated by his soul, right? And the son Haru is born. This is the Immaculate Conception. But that's where this comes in. The gardener, right? Kari. Now this is the spirit. This is the vine. Because inside of the acacia vine is dimethyltryptamine, the psychedelic. You know, the one in the tree. But also, the bread of the flesh of my flesh and blood of my blood. The story of Jesus drinking the wine, turning water to wine. This is all Osarian talk. This is Ausar talk. So this gardener, you know, they were cultivating the soul here. This is cultivation of the soul. The immortal part of the soul. Like the immortal life of Emmett Till. You don't understand, man. Like, I'm a baby when it comes to reading the metal data, the hieroglyphs, these holy words. I'm a baby. I don't know many words. When my name, Tutum-Ra, was echoing in my ear on April 4th, 2020, when my life is Tutum-Aten came, Tutum-Ra. I didn't know what the name meant. I didn't know what the name meant. I had to call my homie Basui and tell him, he said, in the image of Ra is what that means. And I said, wow. When I came out of that meditation, I knew who I was. I knew that I was Tut-Ankh-Aten, the name Tutum-Ra. I knew who I was. And Tutum-Ra was echoing in my ear. Tutum-Ra. I stood up on my feet, looked in the mirror, and knew who I was. And it was amazing. Because if you can imagine me standing up in slow motion, it's like a movie. When I stood up, it was slow motion. And it was as if I was standing up after thousands of years. And I was in a jovial spirit. I was laughing, just like Santa Claus might laugh. I was in a jovial, not ho ho ho, but I was very jovial. As if I knew I had woken up from a long sleep. And now my name was Tutum-Ra. I just wanted to talk about this word. When I came across it yesterday, it really struck me, Kyrie. So perhaps this message is also for Kyrie Irving. You know, if anything, we are, and Kanye West, the Lord of the West. We are the people of the Nile Valley. That's who we are. We are the people of the Nile Valley. In my past life, my name was Emmett Till. Emmett Till. You know? And in my ancient life, my name was Tut-Ankh-Aten. And I know for most people, they might say, most people probably didn't make it this long into the video. Do as you may, listen to what you want. You know what I'm saying? But it's been here for about a little over an hour, just, you know, taking in this, you know, Kemetic, the rising sun. And I'm gonna get out of here. And there's more stuff that I could say to that, you know, like, you know, I probably missed a lot of stuff in there, you know, but when I saw that word, when I saw the way that word was constructed, with the two hands raised, it just sent it was like a light bulb. I was like, wow. They were not writing for writing's sake. This, like I said, alchemy is turning base lead into gold. But real alchemy is alchemy of the soul. And when you're reading this, you have to be able to pull gold from what's being read or what's being said. You have to understand that this stuff on the walls, this just ain't regular talk, man. This ain't regular talk. This is a highly cultivated civilization. We don't live in a civilization right now. You need to go read Civilization of Barbarism. This ain't a civilization. This is not civil at all. This is barbarism. You know what I mean? I'm out of here. Peace.